whether or not something different can not pick up Lucas or something.
I mean, adjustments can be made. At the If all else fails, you could always do the push to talk on your mic, so that it's only receiving as you're talking instead of picking up background noise. So, anyways, let's get this started. You are all entering the world of Hollark. In this land, there, of course, is the Imperium as well as the Dynasty. Both factions only recently met, and things have been off on a rough start. A mutual ceasefire had been agreed upon on the newly discovered island cluster of Drahalan. Of course, time moves on. These new towns, forts, and everything are starting to be built, trying to maintain balance between the factions. For all of your various reasons, you have all made your way to this island cluster, to this forefront of civilization. The majority of you have left the Empire, and over the course of a month, you have landed at Port Sandbox, a military fortification that is specifically meant for the incoming and outgoing of shipping supplies, of product, of anything that the Empire may want on this island in case things go down. From there, you took a second smaller boat to the town of Nesca, a newly established joint venture of uh, both large civilizations. Over the course of the time, you may decide amongst each other how well you've become acquainted over the month on board a ship. Because you all took the same ship. Now,
Okay.
two of you were already on this island, stationed at Fort Atonement. And the both of you, who I've already indicated, need to decide amongst yourselves how well you may have acquainted with each other at Fort Atonement.
Uh, well, my character is acquainted with everyone that he runs across because he is very open and friendly to everyone. So, if we had run into each other, I have attempted at least to make friends.
My character is very reclusive. In fact, on the boat over, she didn't remove her hood once, and she stayed with her back to the back of the boat most of the time to keep her eye on everybody else that could possibly come towards her.
My character is just snobby. Came from a rich family, you know, knows his bloodline, his leaning. He's not necessarily rude, but he's quick to snap. And he really thinks like very high in himself. But it's always down to make friends.
Right? Kilth is also of more of a noble standing and bloodline, and also has a servant following them around, a little goblin.
Mm.
Right. So we've heard from the undetermined. We've heard from
Yeah,
Kame,
I'm figuring out a name now.
Elena, Kame, uh, Drift, Grek.
Rex is an odd individual. That he's a smart half orc. He has swirling blue tattoos around his body. He keeps his hair very long, and he has like two braids going down over his shoulders. If you play World of Warcraft, think of like what Thrall's hair used to be. Always refers to himself in the third person. No one quite sure why, but he's also very brusque. And there's obviously something weird about him, but no one really tells like what his skills are yet.
I'm over here forgetting that I flipped my mic up because I was sneezing and I forgot to flip it back down. I feel like a genius. I'm sitting here, haven't heard from this guy. I'm like, I've been talking. Look at him, come around. I'm like, oh. Genius.
Alright, well, now you can talk.
Or maybe not.
Was I breaking up all of a sudden?
You said nothing after you said Jen. She said, well, now you can talk. And you didn't say anything.
God, I'm about to throw this headset across the fucking room. How to describe Drift, because I haven't finished putting his mentality together yet.
This will be fun.
Oh, one thing is you said for certain, Jen, is he's definitely something that y'all ain't seen before. He's a fucking water ganassi. He's a water person.
Do you consist entirely of water?
It's almost like
definitely
a water.
Higher than the 70%.
Kind of like a water genie is the best way to put it.
Genasi at some point in their family's history fucked an elemental, and they have elemental touch in their bloodline. So
you're just a wet blue tiefling.
Yeah, yes, but I'm better because I'm not a cringy edgelord.
But yes, Drift and the undetermined, friendly individual at Fort Atonement. How well would you two say you would have interacted in your time at the fort?
So I'm trying to remember why I'm at Fort Atonement.
If you're a cleric or a paladin, you'd be there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. It was just, yeah, you're a cleric. There you are. Okay.
Just kind of makes things easier.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I'm a clerical offender, so I'm assuming we would have met at some point or another, because, hi, I try to be a decent person.
You both just kind of stand out.
Yeah, I'm very boisterous and loud, and I am always trying to make people happy. I'm basically like a bard, but not in the class. Like my character's, he just tries to liven up the party wherever he goes.
So like a Dagros.
That'll be interesting. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I'm also a Leonin.
What?
Yep.
Lion folk. I'm 6'8". I'm very large, which is actually kind of small for my race, but still very large.
And the Leonin are a legitimate race as of the most recent book launch, which I play a Leonin in another campaign, so fun group. But alright. So as you are making a way across the boat, all of the elves, half-orc, goblins, humans, at Fort Atonement, the days come and go as per normal until a band of lizard folk, of kobolds, of turtles lay siege to the fort.
Wait, did we turn this into like session 1 and not session 0?
Now, this is session 0.
Wow, I can't wait to see session 1.
At the beginning
Much
of the
consent.
siege, before the fort was surrounded, the both of you, as well as 3 other paladins, were sent off to report to Fort Gall and Nesca, to report that the fort was under attack, and not by the dynasty. As you all left and turn your backs riding away, you see the lizard folk and the kobolds scaling the walls and cutting down all in their way. The turtles and even more lizard folk attacking whatever ships were at port, either at the fort or nearby. And they destroyed the fort as you leave. Once when you get to the crossroads between Port Gall and Nesca, the 3 paladins that were with you took the road to Port Gall, while the both of you went to report to Nesca. And all of you arriving roughly at the same time on the same day in the town of Nesca is where we begin.
Oh my god, that was really cool. Shit. Oh my god, that was a good story.
We didn't even start.
I know, I'm hype. And this is where we begin.
Isaiah's gonna be so fucking confused when he gets here.
Well, I am live streaming this, so he will be able to watch it. He probably won't, but he will have the opportunity to.
Like I said, Isaiah's gonna be so fucking confused when he finally gets here.
Yeah, his character is on the boat, so yeah.
Dreamweaver. Tasty beer.
Oh,
Oh shit.
hold the phone.
It's almost like I've been
That
doing
woman's
a
not
whole-
wearing a shirt. She should probably be wearing a shirt if we're serving food. Just gonna point that out.
Also, toss.
Alright, I think that's everyone's characters. 36, yep. Alright. You all, well, most of you make your way into the only tavern in this town, the only place to rent a bed, to get some food and drink, as the town is still building and still becoming more well established. But before that, the Undetermined, Leonin, and Drift, which I'm going to keep saying Undetermined until I see the name change.
I'm working. I have the first name. Working on the last name.
The both of you report to the guard captain, which I will actually bring your pieces over to the proper page. Oh, nope, not you. We're looking at you and you. You arrive at the guard captain's office. Commander Mika. A tabaxi, as he sits behind his desk, and a group of other adventurers leave the office. Tiefling that has more draconic features, a few elves, and Eldarin. They seemed rather agitated with the commander, but there was no hostilities that seemed to have taken place.
I'm sorry, what was the name again?
Mika.
Mika or Nika? N or M?
Meeka. I'm assuming.
Micha.
I was close. Phonetically, I was close.
Yeah.
I'm moving the goalpost. I'm claiming the match. I win. Moving on.
Wait,
Where's my beer?
so who's Mika again?
Guard
Me-
captain.
Yep. Mika is the guard
Whatever.
captain of the town. So, do you enter his office?
Knock. Well, is the door open or is the door closed?
The door is open as other adventurers had just left the office.
Okay.
Yes. If you're talking, Lawrence, we can't hear you.
God damn it. Let me guess, that came through that time, though.
Yep.
That did. Yeah.
Oh, it definitely did.
One of these days, I'm gonna lose it.
Don't know why your headset's causing so much trouble now when it almost never seems to before.
Well, no, it randomly turns itself off and then turns itself back on, and then all of a sudden it won't transmit or it won't like receive audio, but I'll send it.
Mm.
So it's kind of like playing with wild magic, just with my headset instead of actually like doing anything.
All right. Well, you seem to be broadcasting now, so
Yay! It was
You
me
did-
and who was here with me, or do we still not have a name yet?
Breg.
Breg.
Break. Okay.
Like Greg, but with a B.
Oh, okay, that's easy. Um,
I should put an
My
extra
brain work.
like an H in there somewhere just for good measure.
well, that's up to you.
Yep.
Sorry,
Come on, brain, work.
what is the real name of the player of Breg?
Theo here. Josh is my
Josh,
name.
thank you.
Yeah.
Lucas, what's your character name?
Tommy. K-A-M-E.
Double trans.
Double what?
Double transmission.
Yeah, that's probably my fault that I will work on.
Yeah, Haley, if you could switch your thing over to push to talk, it would.
Or like
It in
adjust your
Discord, you said?
sensitivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do I do that?
If you click on user settings,
Mm-hmm.
under app settings, you'll see voice and video.
Okay, I see input mode push to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is your current under
You-
sensitivity, input sensitivity? Do you have it set to automatically determine, or do you have it manually set?
Automatically determine.
Yeah, turn that off.
Okay. And then turn it down.
Where is it sitting normally?
It was at negative 60 decibels.
That's where mine usually sits. That's usually a good spot. And then if it just keeps picking up, I can't remember which one is the one that you're with. Is that Lucas or?
Yeah, Lucas. Kame.
Okay. Yeah, if it keeps picking them up, just slide it to the right, like a couple at a time. Or you can actually, where's the fucking button? Under mic test, you can actually use that to see where it lands without it transmitting. And then when you exit out of the test, it'll just stay where you move it to that it works.
Okay,
But 60,
so
negative 60 is usually a good spot to start.
well, okay, that's okay. So
Okay,
Lucas, talk.
Hello.
What's your character's name? And what's your real name?
My real name is Becky. My character's name is Mai.
Thank you.
Try it again there, Lucas.
Hello. My name is Lucas. My
Yeah.
character's name is Tommy.
Move it a little bit to the right there.
To the right, to the right.
I'd say negative 55 and test it again.
Take this chest plate off.
Once more with feeling.
Hi, my name is Lucas, and my name is. Oh wait.
That was an expression, yeah. That wasn't...
Oh wow.
How's that sound?
Just talk normally, Lucas.
Okay, well.
Yeah,
Well, Becky, what was your character? Name?
Mai. M-A-A-I.
Better or worse? More to
still
the right?
picking him up. More to
All
the
right,
right.
I'm gonna put it at like negative 30 decibels. Anything worth doing hard.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Wait, I think you need to go higher, not lower on the the negatives.
Well, it's going closer to 0 to like the further to the right it goes, the louder it has to be for it to pick it up.
Top.
Hello. My name is Lucas Garcia. How are you guys?
Yay!
Hey.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right. So, since technical difficulties are currently remediated, the commander had addressed you both in the doorway.
What did he say?
I'm assuming, Drift still knocked, and he was like, yes.
Oh, he knocked?
Yeah, I did something before going like, wait a minute, is the door open or closed? We came from Fort Atonement, right?
Yep.
Cool. And what was attacking again? Because I've got like 30 things I'm trying to run right now. Because I wasn't expecting like actual game session. I was expecting like world building stuff.
Well, this is both world building as well as a bit of game. Which I'm going to be leading into the tutorial map, which is essentially the bar.
Okay.
But, just kind of want to get everyone in the same place to start.
A bar where all adventures start.
Best place to do it.
Bar, a great place to end up with a jail sentence. What was it? Do we know the guard captain's name or no?
I'm gonna say yeah. The commander that sent you away would have told you his name.
Okay.
Are you gonna keep standing in my doorway, or?
Well, I was waiting for you to tell me his name.
It was Mika.
Oh. Right. Sorry. Is it a male or a female, or do we not know?
Male.
Okay.
A male tabaxi.
Okay.
Another cat person.
Yeah, far more small and lithe than a Leonin is.
Yeah.
I think Leomon to Gatomon. Like, that's the difference we're talking about here. Yeah, Mika, sir.
Yes.
Come with news.
What has happened this time?
Fort Atonement's kind of getting, like, over fucking run.
Fort Atonement's being overrun.
Yeah, what was attacking again?
A combined coalition of lizard folk, kobolds, and turtles.
Scaled races.
Yeah, I'm just double checking some information that I have on Sneak.
They're essentially the races that are native to these island chains.
Okay. Being attacked and overrun by kobolds and turtles and other skilled peoples.
The locals.
Yeah, Adventure Group just said that there was a large force that was supposed to be nearby.
That would have been nice to know, like, a day or two ago.
I just found out about it right now. That group
I
that
know.
just left.
I mean them saying that would have been nice to know, like, 2 days ago.
Alright, I was already about to get a scouting party together to confirm their reports, but since you already did that, I'm going to need to send a larger reinforcement brigade to do what they can. What are the numbers looking like?
Our numbers or the enemy numbers?
The enemies.
I'm assuming.
There was like a lot.
A
right?
lot.
Yeah.
Like, enough that the fort was being overrun. Let's put it that way.
Although we didn't have a whole lot in the fort, right?
It was a modest garrison, not fully stocked up, but also not at a weakened state. They weren't on a skeleton crew, as it were. All right. Did word get to any of the other towns?
There was a group going to the port. Don't know if they got there or not.
We're gonna have to send a joint coalition. Then the locals have been becoming more agitated, and they seem to be following a individual. But we don't know much more yet. Thank you. You are dismissed. I'm gonna have to get everything unfuckled on my part. Lawrence, if you can make a perception check as he waves you away.
Okie dokie. Rip. Can I just use my passive instead?
I mean, you can. I will allow it.
15.
Yeah, with your passive, you notice a tattoo on the inside of his arm. A dragon.
Cool.
And now you all end up at the bar. You should be able to move your tokens. Let me know if you cannot.
Yay.
Yeah, there's a double of Greg.
Whoops.
Alright. Well, no problem. It's been settled. Upon entering, of course, you see a large table with people just kind of sitting around it, talking their own business. Many adventurers are scattered throughout the bar. Along a table along the far edge, you see two particular adventurers playing cards against each other. One, a completely shrouded individual carrying a heavy crossbow on their back, and the person they're playing against is a human that seems rather agitated. There's a barmaid walking from the tables, collecting the empty mugs, depositing even more drink and food for those who had requested it. And behind the bar itself stands a tall orc, a woman. Very muscular, looked like she used to be an adventurer herself, but is now manning the bar and distributing drinks and collecting coin. What would you all like to do?
I sit on the bar stool. I have a dagger on my hip. My hand doesn't leave the dagger for a water.
Alright, small one. One water coming up.
Thank you.
Well, I'm just sitting at the bar myself too, but I'm already parched. What kind of drinks you got?
We have everything from rock gut to wine. Whatever suits your fancy. We have plenty of trade come and go.
How much is your fine wine?
Big spender.
Yeah.
Let's say 5 gold for one of the more expensive bottles we have. We also have some lower tier shelf, 3 gold, and say about 10 silver per cup if you want, instead of the whole bottle.
3 gold, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, give me the 3 gold.
Isn't 10 silver just 1 gold?
Sure is.
So it's 3 gold for a bottle, or a third of that price for 1 cup.
Welcome to a bar.
Yeah. How do you think they turn a profit? Like, that's exactly how bars turn a profit.
Yep.
Also, isn't a gold like what one person makes in a day?
No, most people make silvers at
Actually,
coppers.
Yeah, so like
what can one gold?
He had asked for the most expensive, so she listed the most expensive.
I mean that's
You did
fair.
not.
Yeah.
Big spender.
That's
What's
exactly
the most
what you asked
bottom
for.
shelf wine you
Expensive
have?
shit.
No, give me. What can one gold?
Please give me.
Can you just give me a
Glass
match
of
shot?
wine. A glass of nice wine. We just covered this.
Either a glass of nice wine or a bottle of cheap stuff.
I got some nice wine.
All right, I'll get that for you as well. Any other takers before I turn my back?
Brack would prefer some sort of ale, and whatever ale is on serve. Also a room.
All right, fine. Let me grab one of the keys. The ale itself will just be about 2 silver. The room, say another 5.
And the meal.
The meal will be part of the room.
The half-orc who is standing about 6'8", wearing studded leather armor and has a big old great club on his back, fishes into a pouch, pulls out both a mouse out of one pouch and some silver out of the other. Puts the silver on the table, and just pets the mouse a little bit on the head.
If that's a pet, you might want to keep it away from the cat.
Roscoe will be safe. He does not leave Brack's side.
Right?
I look over at the mouse as if I want to like pet it also, but I don't. I just a little bit put over.
All right. She turns around, starts fetching the drinks, grabs a key off the wall. You notice in the back room over here that there are a set of stairs. And you could assume that's what leads up to the rooms.
You have to go behind the bar to get to the rooms?
I mean, it's not the best laid out, but also this is a new build-up area. You could assume that this place was not initially intended to be a bar.
Well, on the plus side, if you don't have a room, then the giant half-orc behind the bar would stop you.
Well, she's a full orc, not a half
Sorry,
orc.
full orc.
So yeah, she's not worried too much about people trying to rob the place.
That's very fair.
And what is everyone else doing?
I've been watching that card game that's been going on.
Yeah, with watching, you could tell that the cloaked individual is just playing this guy for a sap. They're just almost enjoying themselves and taking their time and taking all this man's money. And he's becoming more and more frustrated. And our last two. What was it? Alright, Drift. Were you saying what you're doing? As well as Breg.
I'd like to get some food. Meat only. I am I'm on a strict diet. One that all meat diet's like a keto thing.
You're gonna grow nice and big.
Yep.
I'll have a hog slaughtered for you. That'll be 7 silver.
I don't need a whole hog.
You just need a ham. Like, Either a ham or a
Yeah.
good pork butt, and he's good to go.
Is a
Oh,
figure
yeah.
of speech.
7 silver, that's expensive. Can I get a half portion?
All right. She calls out to the barmaid. Oi, get some meat from the cellar.
What all does Drift have on him? Inventory, where's my fucking inventory? There we go.
In the middle of the bottom of the first page?
Well, most of what Drift is built with is actually not on Roll20 like at all.
No.
So I had to use the D&D Beyond character builder to put them together, and like what I can move over, I did, but everything else I'm gonna have to type in manually when I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of a pain in the ass, but I actually really like the D&D Beyond character builder and how everything's put together. It just takes me a second to find like under equipment like which button is inventory.
Yeah.
Just doesn't have a glass of wine, like nothing crazy, just normal house wine.
All right. The barmaid ends up fetching that for you as well before going behind and going down a separate staircase leading into the basement.
Okay.
And while this is happening, the man that is playing cards with the cloaked individual seems to finally have had enough, grabs a bottle, and tries to smash it over the cloaked individual's head.
Well, that's not very nice.
They moved and deflected it. He loses his grip and hits this man in the head.
Oh shit.
So it went from like these two dudes over here to hit this dude?
These two over here.
Oh, these two over here.
The struggle commenced. This is the cloaked individual, and the bottle hit this individual.
I'm staying right the hell here for now.
And I will say for everyone to roll for initiative.
Biscuit.
Make sure to click your character.
And you will all notice, currently, since this is the tutorial, that as you entered, you do not have access to your magic, and you cannot seem to really pull your weapons out of their various scabbards, frogs, and various places where they were being kept.
What do you mean we don't have access to our magic?
I always do this for first-time players, where you learn just the basics of the initiative itself, the turn order, and rolls for attack, defense, and whatnot. So, tutorial level. And since these are all essentially commoners, if you guys had access to your weapons and spells, then you would obliterate everybody in the bar.
Fair.
So it's just a couple of tutorial rounds of teaching the new people how everything operates. So...
Yeah! High roller! That bodes well for my character. The first roll I make is a fucking 1.
Well, this is one of the better times to get it.
Agreed.
Off
So
to
did I.
bang and
I'm
start.
assuming I didn't do initiative correct.
You currently have not put in for initiative yet. You need to click on your icon that is on the map, wherever you are at the bar.
Yeah,
Then you click on the initiative, and it automatically puts you on the turn order.
And I did change my name, but it has the wrong name on here.
Turn order was like over. Okay, is that the edit? Clicked on my thing.
See if that fixes it.
Where's initiative supposed to be on here?
Yeah, there we go. Put it back to 16.
Right. On your character sheet, the initiative under the base main page on your core, it is in between your armor class and speed.
Yeah, I have that, but it's not letting me like click on
You
anything.
click the word initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you can't click your. Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what the hell. Because I clicked on my token on the map, and I'm seeing like a gear thing. Up, edit token. A little looks like a
You just
pearl.
click it so that it's selected, and then you click on the initiative on the character's sheet itself.
Okay, I got 4.
This guy gets a 12.
Alright, I clicked on this and I went around with character sheet hitting.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah, like make
you're
sure you're
just highlighted.
highlighted first.
Okay, there we go. I got. Sorry.
It's all good. This is learning after all.
The magic of learning.
All right. I believe that's everyone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Dreamweaver. Oh, wish I had something to eat. I do have something to eat. I have spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Right.
Why you touch my spaghetti?
All right. Now, of course, with turn order, those who have never played before, it's very similar to like a tactic strategy game where it goes down the order. Whoever ends up having the highest number goes first, all the way down to the lowest. So, with the current turn order, which everyone should be able to see, the ruffian that got hit in the head with a bottle is the first to go.
Lucky.
He ends up grabbing his chair and moving over to smash the guy in the back with the chair. Let's see. Roll a d20 plus modifiers to see if someone hits or not, depending on their armor class. In this case, he missed. So, that was his turn. Now, Breg. It is your turn.
Mm-hmm. So, Greg wants to stop the bar fight. So,
how will you attempt this?
I'm gonna move over to said ruffian, and I'm gonna attempt to grapple him.
All right. Now, this will be a contested strength check. And you have yourself set on advantage when you shouldn't.
Wait. How do I... That's weird. I don't even know where to... Where's that toggled on? It's not. It's not?
You click on the cog under your character sheet next to spells. Roll requires you have it currently selected to always roll advantage. You want to switch that.
He says a query advantage.
Yeah, I mean that works.
Well, still, we'll just go with the first roll. It's 15. Yeah.
All right.
So
you failed to grapple him. He's very belligerent drunk now.
Yeah.
Mai, it is your turn.
I'm gonna continue sitting there, just watch the fight progress.
Solid answer.
See, this is also why I
My
love.
turn.
Not my chair, not my problem.
This is why I also love doing this as a tutorial, because people who have played before know that with D&D you have a plethora of options and even the environment to use in battle situations and even outside of battle situations. So with me also disabling your weapons and armor, you could still use what is in the area as a weapon. So this is why I love doing this as a tutorial level, because it's in practice you get to do all this, and with people who have played before who know all this, like with Mai, I'm just not going to interfere.
I mean, Maya's never played before, so.
I played a little bit, like 7 years ago.
So you have a bit of
More
a
than me.
knowledge of it. But
And
yeah,
it was more than 7 years ago.
it is very much a valid thing to do. You could choose not to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
Drift.
Again, Drift.
Shift.
And scoot over to the next chair.
He's just gonna like look at that, just slide to the next stool. It's like no better than to try to fight someone, because that's not my gig. And I'm not allowed to use spells right now, otherwise it would just be like, ba-bam.
I mean, when it comes to stats for commoners, their average hit points is 4.
Yeah.
And their armor class is 10. So even throwing punches, like, you could knock them out.
I have a better chance
within a
of
couple
missing a punch
turns.
than I do hitting a punch.
But
Actually, no, I think I have a 50-50 chance.
but even then, also using environment,
I'm using the next stool over.
which is perfectly fine. All right.
I'm a cleric, not a fighter. That's not
The
my job.
one
That's
who
not my
lost the
problem.
bottle is now turning to the one that tried to hit him with a stool and throws a punch at him. And misses. Alright. Alana Vinyava.
Vanyeva.
Yes. I'm probably just going to use your first name the whole time because...
That's fine.
and when it
Pretty
comes...
much go by my.
When it comes to movement, each of these
Yeah.
squares represents 5 feet of distance.
Okay.
So, as you can see with your character sheet itself, let me also bring that up.
I think I have like.
Average is about 30 feet. So, you count each square as 5 feet up to the maximum of your 30 feet, unless you choose to dash, in which case you double your speed. So, the very maximum you could move in a turn is 60 feet currently.
Okay. So. Can I like roll for insight if I notice anything particular about the cloaked figure?
Yeah, you could roll a investigation check to notice any kind of particular details or anything beyond just the general look of them. You are
So-
also rolling with advantage.
Am I
Yeah,
also
I
doing
think
that? Okay, that's.
Well, I think Roll20 accident, like in an
I
update,
think that's a
accidentally
default.
said that it
Yeah.
defaults roll with advantage.
And
Is-
we can just
Advantage
ignore the
total.
second roll.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably just do that.
It's just gonna suck every so often when you get that
Yeah.
like 4 and
Yeah.
then 20, and it's like,
Wait, did I
well,
roll
you're
for-
taking the 4.
Alright.
Did I roll for advantage?
It,
Oh no.
it auto rolled advantage, but we'll take the first number, which is the 14.
Okay.
I also switched your character card to being toggle, so in the future it's going to ask you if you want to roll with advantage or not.
Solid.
With a 14, the most that you would notice is the cloak that they use to cover themselves isn't a cloth, it looks almost leathery. But other than that, they're too disguised to really get any other... they were too disguised until you saw their eyes. which are nothing but pools of inky blackness.
Oh, don't like that. That's a subscribe for me. So here, and I'd like to drop kick.
Drop kick?
Yeah,
Please tell me you're a monk.
I'm not.
Damn.
Alright, first make your attack, as well as I will ask you to make an acrobatics check as well.
That'll all be on my character.
Yep.
How would I do?
Uh,
I guess it would be like an unarmed attack.
Unarmed attack, as well as you could click on, under your skills, acrobatics, to roll for the acrobatics check of trying to drop kick someone.
Okay.
An unarmed strike, usually it is the d20 dice roll plus your strength modifier.
Okay. Could I just like do that? Because I'm not sure where I have a strength modifier of 2, but like where would I or
You
should I
click
just
the-
click like
you click the
initiative?
word-
If you look at the bar on the left, there's a dice, which is the second to bottom. Once you bring that
Okay.
tab up, you could bring up any number of the different dice. If you click on the advanced dice roller, you could put your modifications in there and roll whichever dice under the advanced roll options.
Roll. Oh. Well,
Nat
I'm gonna say that
And
didn't
that
kick.
one,
Oof.
that's a critical failure.
It is a
Yep.
critical failure, which means as you go over there to try to jump kick, you slip on some alcohol on the ground and land on your back. You are now prone.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Can I use the rest of my movement to stand up?
Yeah, you would still have the rest of your movement to stand back up again, but you've essentially made your attempt to attack, and that's the most you can do is stand back up again.
It's half your
Okay,
movement
I-
to stand up, right?
Yeah, and she moved less than half of her movement to get there, so
Yep.
I stand up and I put my hood back up. I dust myself off.
Does it even look like she attempted a drop kick, or did it look like she just walked up and then slipped?
to everyone else, you just tried to move over there really quickly and slipped.
Yeah, you got Lucy.
Her feet technically went up in the air, but that wasn't a drop kick.
See, because I don't know how old the rest of y'all are, but I know Big Michael get the reference. They got Lucy'd from Peanut from Charlie Brown.
Oh, yep.
Oh.
I get it, but I never really watched the Peanut.
Why you gotta break my heart like this, Mike?
Somebody drop the ball on me.
Now it's this patron's turn, who's going to get very agitated that this giant cat is trying to break up the fight and throws a bottle at him.
Wait, why is he mad that I'm trying to break up a fight? Hello?
Some people like fights.
Exactly. I needed entertainment.
And completely misses. So, yeah, that smashes on the wall over here.
It's a good thing you moved out of the way.
It just flies over his head. I rolled a 3 to hit him. Alright, so now it's the owner of the bar's turn. Who's gonna turn around from trying to gather drinks, just bell out, "No fighting in my inn!" 20, 25, 30. She's gonna go there and try
She
to
vault over the
Yep.
over the
That's just
and
kind of acrobatics check.
Yeah, that sounds like an acrobatics check to me. Let's see her trip and fall over the bar.
She stepped on my hand.
yeah, she makes it over the bar,
Oh.
and she's
I'm
going to
jealous.
try to grapple him.
I say if she's a retired adventurer, I'm not going to be surprised if she passes
looks
that.
like looks like you're rolling with advantage there.
Shut your face. We already decided on the first one. She does grab him.
With an 8?
Yeah, because the contested roll, he got a 2.
Wow.
Said retired adventurer. Don't be surprised if she's actually kind of meaty.
And
Yeah.
she's also going to throw him across the bar.
No fighting in my inn! Proceeds to suplex a man.
Why did I drop her sheet?
She threw him 50 feet. More than that.
Yeah.
No, it's 50.
She.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah, she definitely threw him.
That is insane. This woman.
Jesus.
Whenever you hear retired adventurer in the description for a bartender, assume that they're probably like very high level, and it's just like, I'm a retire and open a bar, and then like within a week of them opening that bar, they understand why bartenders are always crotchety, because wild ass adventurers coming to start bar fights, and now they're like, fuck, now I gotta suplex a man.
I've got to eat a bit.
Exactly.
So, Kame,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Okay.
Does that not end the fight?
I mean, the two guys are still aggravated. The one is especially aggravated at the person he's losing all his money to. So, the hostilities are still there.
I roll it.
I finished my drink.
Get up.
Get up. At the wind and vibration of everybody's sound, just fabric of my.
There's no magic.
Silk.
Oh, there isn't.
Oh, there isn't any.
It's all happening.
Happening coincidentally.
So I look over
and look at the entire scene in front of me
and say,
no, and I move over. Oh crap!
Hide into the corner.
Yep. Not my turn. Not my problem.
All right, Grak.
Continues just to eat his food. Unless he wasn't served, in which case he's just going to watch the fight. He has no reason to involve himself.
Yeah. All right. Now, is this patron over here who's just going to be cheering that the guy was just yeeted across the room. It's like, it's pretty clear that this is the normal in this area, is the fight's being broken up by people being thrown out of the bar, literally. And there's this lady over here who ends up tossing a coin over to this man over here for what it would appear to be some kind of bet. Now, it is going to be this individual's turn, who, seeing her move over here, is actually going to make their own way across the bar. The cloak unfurls into a set of wings as she flies over, lands on the other side, wraps her wings up, and runs out the back.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they left you. If you considered them a threat, they left you.
I mean, I tried to drop them.
Yeah. That sounds fair.
And that's a 20.
Got a 24 to hit? Or, no.
I rolled a 13.
13 plus your strength modifier?
Which is 2.
Let me double check her stats. And that misses.
Lame.
Well, don't you also add your proficiency bonus if you're attacking with a weapon you're proficient with?
If you're attacking with a weapon you're proficient with.
I have
most people,
no
with the
weapon.
exception of, say, monks, are generally not proficient with using hand-to-hand.
Oh, right. Forgot. No weapons.
I am proficient.
So, yeah, you take a swing at her. She easily dodges past as she flies over the bar and leaves.
I like leap up in the air, but I'm tall enough. I just like put a hand on the cloak.
And of course, the table where all the money was, you could see that she had gathered most of it up and took it with her. All right. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys.
Was it this guy's turn?
What was that?
What's that?
Did the cloakwoman and the yeeted guy go with the same initiative? Okay.
I put her at the very end of the initiative order.
Okay.
But, alright, if you guys choose to continue, the fight will continue. Otherwise, the bar owner is going to get things settled real quick, as the local garrison arrives to also break up the fight.
Yeah. Well,
I would like to follow.
Fighting. Chasing her down?
Yeah.
Why though?
I have pride to gain back.
Big medieval guy started with a missed drop kick.
Literally my first roll, like actual attack roll.
Oh man.
So how do I do? Am I able to do that?
Let's see.
Get.
I mean, if you're going to continue doing that, what is everyone else doing?
Well, I gotta.
Is this guy just standing here or laying here?
This guy is laying on the ground currently.
Well, as long as he doesn't get up and start fighting, I'm just gonna go back to my chair. Continue my food.
All right. Everyone else?
Local garrison has this well in order. I'm not needed to do anything. No one got jacked up. No one got hurt. Like, I'm gonna sit and be like, this is exciting.
All right. I'm just gonna go down the name list. So Brega's sitting there. Mai, you're gonna continue to sit there?
I'm gonna continue sitting there, just slightly disappointed that it ended.
All right. Drift is gonna continue to sit there. Alana is chasing down the winged woman.
I'm keeping an eye on that guy that's laying on the ground.
Alright. Let's see. Kame.
I'm gonna get up and move to the table and introduce myself.
Oh, look, a free seat.
And just
be like, hi, what's up, y'all? My name is Kame. Wasn't that fight crazy?
Alright, and Grak was also going to sit by.
Absolutely.
Alright, then I'm going to continue this out of the separate order. As you, Alana, chase this individual down, out into the back alleys, they once again unfurl their wings, and you could see the giant leathery bat wings that she used as a cloak. She unwraps her veil, not realizing that someone was following her, and you see filed down horns on her forehead and sharpened teeth. She takes flight up into the air and onto the roof of the nearby buildings. She is a winged tiefling.
How tall are the buildings?
The bar itself is about 3 stories up. The nearest buildings are a minimum of 2 stories up.
Top of one of them.
You have to make a pretty high acrobatics check to climb the outside of a building.
Parkour.
Hardcore parkour.
But I'm outside the bar. Am I able to use my longbow?
You can try.
Okay. So I would go to character, click on longbow. Or no, I gotta roll to attack.
Yes. On your character sheet, if you click on your weapon's longbow, that is essentially making your attack roll.
Okay.
An 8 will miss.
Plus 5. Or is that the?
That's with
Oh,
the
that
plus
is-
5 because it rolled a 3. You fire at her. She notices and will fire her heavy crossbow back.
Fair.
That is a 19 to hit.
That does it.
And let's see. That will do 7 damage, and you will need to make a save.
Okay. What kind of save?
You will have to make a charisma save.
Oh. And just asking for a friend. How do you?
On your character sheet, under your charisma stat block, you should be able to click on the word and it will roll. And you fail.
You know what? Can I roll with my regular dice now? Because I'm not a big fan.
I will allow it. I am trusting people here and being honest with their dice rolls.
Okay. I have somebody definitely gonna hold me accountable with my dice rolls right next to me. So.
Oh hell yeah.
Or do you want to just stick with the 8?
I will allow this time to for you to use the your personal dice.
Okay. So I rolled a 13.
And you have no modifier for your charisma. You still fail.
Well, at least I feel better about that.
You blink out of existence.
Shit.
And after a few seconds, you return, and they're gone.
Because that didn't sound rude at all.
Yeah. You could definitely tell that they're also a higher level individual. And fun stuff when it comes to the fighters, the arcane archer, they have what's called a banish shot.
What's a banish shot?
Arcane archers are OP.
Essentially, I'm assuming what happened. If they hit, I have to make you have to make a charisma throw, and if you fail that, you get banished out of existence for a certain period
for 1 round.
For a round.
So
while someone finishes 1 drink.
So yeah, now you've returned to this reality.
6 seconds later.
6 seconds later, you return to this alley alone.
Do I hear the guard bar?
You would hear the guards in the bar at this point.
Okay, I'm not going back in.
And honestly, you got really lucky that she rolled low on the damage, because...
I know, I'm down to 4
But, alright. The guards end up taking away the disgruntled individuals that were causing all the trouble, and even the guy who tried to antagonize it further. And of course, as the guards are going around, it's like, yeah, this is just a normal Tuesday. Come on, guys, you know the drill. And so they are removed from the bar, and everything continues as normal. The bar owner finishes grabbing everything and getting it to everyone, along with the barmaid having returned with the food. For those of you who have gotten a bed, you may use them. Everyone else, what will you decide to do?
I have finished my interaction with
with the
the
table.
table.
And
Yes.
And I'll get up and leave. Can I even leave?
Yeah, you could go out of the front door here if you're leaving. Also, since there are player characters there, they could interact with you as part of that. I completely forgot about the whole thing. But yeah, if you guys want to interact, you can.
I don't know. I just left.
Hi, my name is Kami. Goodbye.
Yep. It's like nice to meet y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Since all the entertainment disappeared, I too will leave.
All right. And where are you guys going?
What time of day is it? It's evening, right?
It's late evening at this point.
Yeah, I'll more than likely just be taking a stroll around the town, get used to it.
I am in search of the main
Road.
road, so I continue my quest.
Okay.
I'm leaning up against the side of the bar in the alleyway because that freaking hurt.
I'm ready to set leave.
All right. So, already at session 0, and Kami the Green is deciding to strike out on their own.
That didn't take long.
No way. Is that
No
what
way.
that meant?
Like,
Well, you're looking for a main road, yeah. South.
Shit.
Yeah.
I was getting. Okay.
You're not even
Let's
gonna
dial
say
it
Let's dial it
Nesca?
back. Let's dial it back.
Oh, you're retconning.
Like, are you sure? To quote John Cena, are you sure about that?
Okay.
No.
Are they allowed to
Are they
smoke?
allowed to smoke? I mean, I think so, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he takes out his little Gandalf pipe.
pipe and starts
Yeah.
fashion green hay.
You kept echoing. What was that?
Oh yeah, he smokes his little joint.
He's outside, just chilling, getting the fresh air,
Processing.
processing what he just experienced.
Like the
psychological
Right.
effect that's gonna give them.
Alright, yeah, Haley, you're probably gonna need to switch over to push to talk. Because he's starting to come through loudly again. But, alright. So, you're all able to get whatever rest you can. Those of you who had rented a bed have full peace and quiet of your own room at the inn. Everyone else, you could choose to sleep in the streets or get a bed at a later point.
I'm assuming there's a temple in town? Or a
There-
church, along those lines?
There are outdoor, outdoor prayer sites. No structured church has been currently built.
Okay.
Is there like a beach nearby?
The docks where you came from is the waterway nearby.
Is there like a sandy beach for me to lay on or anything? Like close by?
I mean, you could lay down on the sand underneath the docks themselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. And while you're outside looking up at the sky, instead of seeing the normal feathered birds, you see leathery figures with pointed faces.
The fuck?
You're seeing pterosaur, pteranodons, and the various other flying dinosaurs.
The fuck?
Yeah, this land is
Are we
completely
in
different from the
vicinity?
Empire and the Dynasty. And it was a big hint that should have keyed a lot of you off was the icon for going into this game. This island is full of dinos and reptile people.
Oh yeah.
Better say there's only one song right now that's appropriate.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Holy fucking shit. It's a dinosaur. What the fuck?
I thought it would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Negative. Actually, we're in a port town, right?
Yes.
I know exactly where I'm sleeping. That's going to be safe for me, but not for many other things.
Water.
Underwater.
Under the sea.
Exactly.
Under the sea.
Providing a
Darling,
plesiosaur
it's better
show up, then I
downward
might be in
weather.
trouble.
Take it from me.
I mean, the plesiosaur is not going to be coming this close to, like, an active town. But you are going to see various bonefish and strange fish that wouldn't be from any of the normal mainlands.
I'm
Cool.
fine with that. Depending on what it is, that might turn into breakfast.
Am I in danger?
Not currently, no.
Say that's certainly a loaded question, though.
So, everyone else bedding down for the night?
Yeah.
Right. On the next day, for those who are still in the bar, you see the captain of the guard, the Tabaxi, a tan cat-like figure, covered in brown and black spots.
Oh,
Flanked.
he's a Bengal or a Savannah.
But he is flanked by a couple of armed guards as they start putting notices on the board. Most of them are quickly snatched up. A few of them are minor little things of like, oh, help someone move all of like their stuff that they just ordered into their house. Various little odd and end jobs, and one request from the town guard itself, looking to hire people to scout out the region.
What does this message say we're supposed to meet if we want to take this job?
At the command post, at his office itself, Mika's office.
After breakfast, I head straight over.
Alright. I mean, I was basically outside from the bar anyway, so I just hear about it, go back inside. I'm like, yo, I'll accept.
Right, so you're going to meet at the office. Everyone else?
Is this the next day, did you say?
It is
Yeah.
the next morning, so you do recover your hit points.
That's what I was like, oh please, dear God.
I was outside.
You got a full long rest, so you recovered all your hit points, and you're all good.
Okay, so I would have gone to back to that bar for like breakfast. And then I would have seen the thing for scouting, and that's something that I would definitely be interested in.
All right.
So I head to the office.
And everyone else? And
Do any of those fish floating around, swimming around down here look particularly edible?
Eh, I mean, they all look varying degrees of edible. The bonefish look like they don't have a whole lot of meat to get to.
Is there anything akin to like a flounder or a fluke like
Yeah,
nearby?
there are some fish that look like they're more edible than others.
Cool. I'm gonna nab me a flounder or a fluke, one of them like flatfish on the bottom, and that's gonna be breakfast.
And
And in
you
the morning,
do
I'm making waffles.
that.
And in the morning, I'm making I'm making fried flounder.
I'm walking around the area and where like the stalls are and using 5-finger discounts.
Okay. Going to first need a stealth check from you.
Do I just hit the stealth for that one?
You
Yep.
click stealth.
Okay, and a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
You try to make your way up and down the streets as the
2 and a
shops are
3.
just starting to get set up, and since there's not a whole lot of other people shopping right now, the shopkeepers immediately notice you reaching for stuff and slap your hand every single time. You're
Bad.
you're unable to acquire anything.
Well, darn. Oops, I guess I'm just gonna continue on. Whistling as I go.
Alright. So those of you who are going to the office, you see Mika as he's standing in front of a map display of the entire area. And he's using various measuring equipment and mapping things out as you approach his door. Here for a job?
Greg saw the I'm trying to figure out what word I'm looking for is. Greg saw the missive asking for people to scout. Greg would like to volunteer.
Excellent. There are some reports of there being an ancient city that was nearby, not far off the main road, but we haven't gotten a exact pin down of where it is in the jungle. The vegetation just keeps overtaking everything. We need some individuals to check it out, try to map it out better, and see if there's any kind of immediate threat in the area, especially with an alarming rise of the locals being aggressive.
Greg is no cartographer, but Greg will assist with any combat.
And well, making sure it's secure is part of the job. Have you found anyone to assist?
Hey, yo, what's up? My name is Kame. I heard you need assistance in a certain type of quest. I'm here to assist. So.
All right. Is there anyone else that is going to check out these ruins?
I step out from behind Grack and be like, yeah, I'm going to.
Greg flinches and just like rounds on you, looking down with anger in his eyes. Do not sneak up on Greg.
I've been here the whole time.
His eyes narrow. Do not sneak up on Greg.
As Kami rolls his eyes and is like, okay, so can we get a move on?
Alright, so I'm assuming you've just heard what I was saying to our friend Grack here.
There's ruins in the woods you want us to find and secure and do stuff.
Try to map it out if you can. Otherwise, just make sure the area is secure and let us know more or less what you found along the way.
All right.
What? Wait. Before you say just all right. What was it? Green guy. What?
Tommy, you little runt.
What you want?
What you want?
What kind of dangers? Like, what kind of things will we face on our way?
I mean, everything from bandits to locals to even the wildlife of the area can be hostile. We just want to know what kind of dangers may be in the area.
What's the pay?
If it's
No
just
one negotiated that, did they?
nope. This is now being brought up for the first time.
Wow.
Hey.
I totally forgot about the pay. I'm here talking shit. Oh my god.
All right. Pay. Well, since I'm assuming none of you are much in the way of cartographers, I can't really charge you based on the accuracy of anything that you give us. So, I will say you will get 20 gold upon successfully going there, assessing the situation, and returning. I will also give 5 total. I will also give 5 gold per kill that you make and bring back proof of.
Aside from the 20.
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm in.
What in particular are we to kill?
Whatever is a danger or a threat. Do not just pick a fight with something or someone and try to claim it as a danger or a threat.
Do we also have salvage rights?
What was that?
Good question. Good question.
We also have salvage rights.
You do have salvage rights.
Crack nods.
And you said that's 20 gold a piece?
20 total.
Oh, we gotta split
it up
between us.
However
Yeah.
you decide to split it up, that's between all of you.
The more kills we get, the more we split.
Okay, so who's on this quest?
Well, you rich boy, I don't think that you should get that big of a cut.
I think you should mind your business. Shrimp.
If you're going to be arguing about this, could you step outside my office?
It wasn't an argument.
It wasn't an argument.
It was a state.
It was a state.
I don't care.
I walk out of the office.
I stayed.
Crack also leaves.
Alright. And at this point, I'm actually going to cut it. Because this is going to go into session 1 and everything beyond.
Everything beyond.
So,
All right.
Yeah, you've now been introduced to the campaign, to the game, and all of that.
Okay.
Awesome.
So who all was on that quest? Like, who was there?
I think it's you, me, Tom. Wait, you, me, Greg, and Greg.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
Quest.
No, I'm still in town.
You're still in town, but you weren't really in that meeting.
No.
Cooking up some flatfish, having breakfast.
So it's going to be fun trying to keep all of you together. I mean, if you guys want to split up, hey, I have all kinds of stuff planned, but it'll just go a lot better for you if you stay together.
Stay together for the kids.
Now I have listed on your quest list, investigate the ruins, instead of make it to Nesca, because you all did that.
Is it a quest list? Oh,
Yes.
it's like literally on the thing. Okay.
Yep, it's something I picked up while playing Starfinder. It's actually very convenient overall to have like a generalized quest list on the main center map that everyone's going to be seeing, so everyone knows what is going on and what the current plan is.
Where are the ruins?
The ruins are, I believe I have them here on the map. Just need to zoom in. Right here.
Oh, you gotta zoom in a lot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's a number of various ruins on the island, but that is the nearest one that they wanted investigated.
Maybe make a
Where's this quest list thing at?
token thing and put it there,
Yeah,
and then
I'm
have
gonna.
like a matching token be next to the thing maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. I
Even if
made
it's like a star or something.
like this was the first map I made in a different program, so yeah, I'm gonna be doing that.
I have a couple of cool little I have a dungeon generator and stuff like that I play around with from time to time.
Now, in the future, I might end up having individual quest lists as well, but I'm gonna be working on the best way to implement that.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be like the primary quest and individual quests as you guys would like to.
Cool.
Alright, folks, it was fun. I'm gonna head off. See y'all soon.
Bye, Mike.
Later, Mike.
Bye.
But yeah, Haley and spacing on names.
Lucas.
Yeah, Haley and Lucas. What did you think?